And now, another bad job from Snackboy.
Welcome to Snackboy. There I was working at a restaurant. We're just going to call the restaurant Asia. It was in Union Station, and the reason I'm not telling you the real name of the restaurant is because I am going to tell you the real name of the person at that restaurant who made my life and my job and my entire world a living hell. And his name was Bender. Oh, isn't that name perfect for an archenemy nemesis? Kind of like, oh. I know, I'm supposed to be doing a snack. I'm supposed to be professional. I'm supposed to leave my feelings aside, but I'm getting worked up. I'm getting worked up, and I'm trying to restrain the tiger. I'm trying to keep him at bay, but okay, to the snack. There I was. I wasn't the best waiter in America, but I was. Asia. The restaurant's name is Asia. Not America, it's Asia. I wasn't the best waiter there, but I wasn't the worst. And this boss was hired. And he was hired after I'd been working there for some time. And he was just as opposite of me, and his defense as opposite of me as you can get. Me, laid back and friendly and a little, you know, whatever, maybe a little goofy. And him, serious and very short and very young and spoiled. His parents are just zillionaires, and which is cool. I wish I had zillionaire parents. And not only was he spoiled, but he was spoiled in that way that was disgusting. Like, he came up to work. He came to work for his, like, you know, $11 an hour job in an Armani suit that he could work all year, and had mommy and daddy not bought him that suit, he would not own it. I know what you're saying, Snackboy. Don't be jealous. It's an ugly emotion. Ugly! Get out of that jealousy, Terry. Go earn your own. I don't want an Armani suit. I don't want it. I shop thrift store. So there we were, and every time I got busy, I would ask him for help. Bender, could I please have some help here? And he'd say, you need a system, Terry. You have no system. I keep telling you. If I tell you once, I tell you again. You have no system. Look at the good waiters and waitresses that surround you. Look at Marie. She has a system. Lots of pins. Lots of organization. Always knows where she's going and what she's doing. I said, Bender, I'm trying. I'm a trying. And he'd say, you need to try harder and get yourself a system. So one fateful day, I was waiting tables, and this whole section filled up, and I was really busy, and it was the lunch rush at Union Station in Washington, D.C., a beautiful station, and I was so busy, and I was losing my brains, people. I was weeded, and weeded, for those of you who are not waiters or waitresses, is when a waiter or a waitress, or even a bartender, someone in the service industry, so busy at one particular time with so many customers and so many drinks going on and so many checks out there that they're like in the weeds. They're tangled, that you don't know your own name. You're lost. You're a child in the mall who doesn't know where his mommy was. And I was weeded. And I was so weeded that I was just losing it. And the nice snack boy that you know and love and see before you, my good friends out there, you don't know how I get when I was weeded. My heart would start pumping, and I would start jumping, and I would just be just out of my head. And so Bender came and said, oh, Bender, I knew that we were enemies, but Bender was my salvation. And I said, Bender, please help me. Look around you. I have checks on table 9, and on table 54, I have drinks to fill. I need a coffee order. Oh, Bender, please help me. I need some pens, Bender. I've got 5 pens and 5 different checkbooks signing the checks now, but I need more, Bender. Please help me, Bender. I'm beside myself. I need pens. I need help. He said, you don't have a system. If you had a system, you wouldn't be weeded, Crummit. Like I told you last week, you didn't get a system. Bender's not helping you. Bender only helps those that help themselves. Bender don't help those that don't help themselves. I said, Bender, don't you walk away with your Kenneth Cole expensive shoes. You get your butt back here. I know you shouldn't say that to your manager, but I did. You get your march it, sir. March it, Mr. Back here, and you're going to help me. Give me some of that pen. Give me a pen, Bender. I need a pen, and I'm not going to take no for an answer. You work for me now, buddy boy. And he said, what? I said, and he turned and he started to walk away, and all my customers were watching the struggle, the power struggle between Snackboy and Bender. And I don't know what I knew what I was going to do. I can't say I didn't know, but I reached for the table, and in slow motion, like a Brian De Palma movie, like The Untouchables, in slow motion I said, hey, Bender, kind of like, hey, Kool-Aid. And just like Kool-Aid crashing to the wall, Bender turned around like, how dare you call me like that? And I said, Bender, and I crooked my arm back. and I took the pen, and it was a heavy pen, and I knew what I was going to do. I don't know why, but I kept doing it, and I was so happy to do it. Like a ninja throwing a star, the pen flew through the air, gaining momentum as it went, and every head at every table watched the pen and its progression and its velocity, and just could not believe it. A collective sigh. I couldn't believe what I had done. And Bender saw it coming, but he couldn't step aside. It was like trying to get out of the way of a speeding bullet, and the pen hit him in the face, people. And it dropped to the ground right by his feet, and it bounced by his Kenneth Cole expensive shoes, and there was quiet. I looked to my left for support, and nothing to support me. I looked to my right, no one there to support me either. No one to hold my hand and say, it's okay for being fired. And of course, he fired my butt. I was so panned. But here's the good thing. For a while, my friends thought I was really badass. But Snackboy, why did they think you were badass? A pen does not weigh that much, but a pan does. For when I told my friend Jose what I had done, he heard me over the phone as saying I threw a pan, a P-A-N at Bender. So he told all our friends around town, he told everybody that I'd thrown a pan at my boss. And so for a while, everyone thought I was really badass, and that was kind of cool. So I had that going for me. But when people realized it was just a pen, a P-E-N, you know, they just weren't as impressed. I still think it's pretty good. If you just email me or put it on the message board.